All right, so in this video, we're going to talk about how we can go about combining like terms. Combining like terms, okay? So first of all, let's try to understand what exactly is a like term. So let's say I have the expression 2m squared plus m plus 4. So the power out here with the m is different than the power out here, because out here the power is 1 and out here there isn't even an m. Okay, so if you think about it, this term is one type of term, this is another type, and this is another type. So therefore out here there are 3 unlike terms. Okay, now if I had to take, for example, if I had 2m cubed minus 8m squared plus 4, okay, and I had to add, so this is one set of terms. Let's say I had to add that to another set of terms, 8m cubed plus 2m squared minus 7, okay? And it's normal to put parentheses around the term, showing that you're really adding these two, okay? So the objective of the parentheses is simply to group them, okay? Now, when you add them, you can totally ungroup them, okay? Which is exactly what you should do. So for the first parentheses, since there's really nothing out here, you can just pull these terms out of parentheses, which is what I'm going to do. There you go. And for the second parentheses out here, because of the positive sign, nothing really changes, so you can just pull these out. And you have 8m cubed plus 2m squared minus 7. All right, so now what we can see is that there's an m cubed term out here and an m cubed out here. So those are like terms. So you want to add the coefficients of those like terms. So 2 plus 8 gives you 10m cubed. And then you have the m squared and the m squared. Those are like terms as well. So as you can see, you have a negative 8 out here and a positive 2. So that's going to give you a net of negative 6 m squared. And then out here you have positive 4 and negative 7. Those are like terms as well. So that's going to give you a net of negative 3. And that's how you combine like terms. So you just look for terms with the same power, okay? And you combine the ones that have identical powers. So let's do another one. Get some practice. 6p squared minus p minus 8 minus of minus 4p squared plus 2p plus 3. All right, same logic out here. You have two sets of terms, they group together. And what we want to do is we want to ungroup this one. First, again, there's nothing out here, so we'll just go ahead and pull everything out of parentheses. That's 6p squared minus p minus 8. And then out here, because of the negative sign, now here's something interesting. When there's a negative sign outside the parentheses, you have to flip every single sign inside the parentheses, okay? Which means the negative 4p squared becomes positive. So positive 4p squared. The positive 2p becomes negative 2p, and the positive 3 becomes negative 3, okay? And now we're going to combine like terms. So the p squared and the p squared gets combined. So 6 plus 4 is 10p squared. And then you have the negative 1p, negative 2p. So that's a total of negative 3p. And then you have the negative 8 and negative 3. That gives you a negative 11. All right? Okay, again, pause the video. Try to work the problems, and then you can unpause the video and compare your steps to make sure you're on the right track. Okay, so to kind of round this up, let's just do one more problem. Okay, so let's take, for example, 12r raised to the power 4 minus 7 r raised to the third plus 2 r raised to the second. That's one group. Minus 5 r raised to the fourth minus 3r raised to the third plus 2r raised to the second plus 1. That's the second group. All right, so let's go ahead and apply what we learned. So we'll pull the first one out. 12r raised to the fourth minus 7r raised to the cube plus 2r squared. And then the second, because of the negative sign, all the signs inside this parentheses is going to flip. So that's going to be negative 5r raised to the fourth plus 3r raised cube minus 2r squared minus 1. Okay. Now let's combine like terms. So the 12r to the fourth and the negative 5r to the fourth. Those are the same term, similar like terms. So we'll take the 12 minus 5, so that's 7r raised to the fourth. Then we have 7r, negative 7r cubed, positive 3r cubed. So that's a total of negative 4r cubed. And then we have positive 2r squared, negative 2r squared. Guess what? Those cancel out. So that basically becomes 0. So we don't have to write anything for that. And then at the end you have a negative 1. So we'll just put the negative 1. And that's pretty much it. Hope that made sense. Thank you for watching.